Hi, and welcome back to Grandma's Home Cooking for Real, or Real Home Cooking. So this is just a vegetable dish. It can be used as a side dish, or it can be used as a meal for people. One thing I wanted to show you is asparagus. I'm going to show you, you just bend it, and wherever it clicks, or wherever it disconnects, that's where you want to disconnect it. Once again, just bend it, and it will snap at a certain place. Some of it is bendable. That's the part that is very good and will cook really well for you. So these are family. They're very woody and they're very tough. So we just throw them away and we just use the tops that are very tender and really good. So all vegetables cook at a different temperature and a different speed. And so what I do for my roasted vegetables, because I like them all mixed together eventually, is I cook them all individually to not quite done, but maybe a little more than half done. The only thing that I do cook is in a skillet, I will put my mushrooms, I will put my zucchini, and I will put my onions. So these are the ones that I cook like in a skillet, and I will cook them until they start to turn brown, but not cooked all the way. And I put a little more oil in it because when you put it in your air fryer, which I do an air fryer, and I do it on the air fryer roast, so that it roasts your vegetables in an air fryer. You can also do it in an oven and take that temperature up to about 425 and put it in the oven. You can do that too. Some people broil, put it under the broiling pan. I just think you have a chance of it burning a little bit more when you put it under the oil. So my mushrooms, zucchini, and onions are cooking here. I have parboiled my green beans. Parboil means I cook them halfway. Parboiled my carrots. I have my asparagus that I did steam for halfway, and I do have some yellow and red peppers that I did halfway cook them. I did just boil those in water. You can steam them, or you can also fry them, but you're going to get your fry or cook on a roast setting on your air fryer. I have raw tomatoes, but that's going to go in. That'll give you your roasted tomatoes. I do have black beans here. I do them separate. My family doesn't care for black beans, but I love them. So I do all my roasted vegetables together, and then I will separate some of that, and I will mix my black beans in with my roasted vegetables. So after these start to get a little bit brown, then you're going to want to mix all the vegetables together in a big pot. And then we're going to put them into our air fryer and cook them on the roast air fryer for about 20 minutes. You're going to put them in the air fryer. So we're starting all these recipes kind of on this video. And then if you go to the shorts, you'll be able to see the end of the video and the final cook on everything. But this is green beans, carrots, tomatoes, asparagus, red and yellow peppers, and I have mushrooms, onions, and zucchini in this pot. Now, this doesn't mean it's the only vegetables. Your family has vegetables that they like, so you can do this. You can put in corn. You can put in, I would use fresh corn so that when you roast it, it tastes really like fresh corn roasted. You can use a number of things, just whatever vegetable you want to throw in there. If your family doesn't like a certain vegetable, you can substitute that with something else. So red and yellow peppers, tomatoes, asparagus, carrots, green beans, mushroom, onion, and zucchini is frying up here. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes. And this is going to be, you just want to get it so that you don't want them cooked all the way through. You just want them cooked like halfway so that when you roast them, they're going to cook all the way. So all right. So In your air fryer, you should have a pan. You'll want to put that pan in. Even though you might have a bottom catch pan, it's better to have your pan in, and then you have your frying or your basket to put all your stuff in. So you'll want to put all those in. I would mix this all in one big pot, so we can do that. Sorry. We can do that. We can mix it all in one big pot. We want to make sure that everything kind of gets a little bit coated with the oil, so that when you air roast it, you're going to get a little bit of doneness on that. So these are almost finished here, because like I said, you just want them to be a little bit soft. You can like cut that. You can tell your mushrooms, they shrivel up a little bit. They look a little bit done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dumping everything into this skillet. I am going to put my tomatoes in last. Okay. All right. And then we're just mixing that up so that all your vegetables are kind of mixed up a little bit. Now, none of this is cooked all the way through, because you want it to get that roast in your roaster. So I just kind of mix them all together. Mix it all together. Like I said, this isn't gourmet. This is just how I do it. So that's why we're calling it Grandma's Real Home Cooking, because truly is not professional or gourmet in the least. But for those of you starting to cook, and for those of you that ran out of ideas, I hope this will help you kind of to get some more ideas. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to put it on my grate. I am going to just take a little bit of the oil off as I put it in, and you want to kind of spread it around so that it's on your basket tray. And you kind of want to just spread it so that it's evenly on that. And then hopefully you'll get all your flavors in there. Like I said, you want to try to take off as much of the oil, you want it just to be coated in the oil, so you can kind of just put it off a little bit. Right, now we're gonna keep going here, putting it on. Like I said, these are a little more than half done. They're a little more than half done. Just try to, spread it out there. Sorry, my dog hears something. Okay. All right. We're going to close this up. All right. And I think I'm going to, got a little bit too much of the oil in this bottom pan, but so I'm going to just use a paper towel maybe, and take a little bit of that, sorry about that. Just take a paper towel and kind of soak up some of that juice that's down here. All right, there we go. Okay. And, oops, sorry. And there is your push that in. Yeah. So this is your air fryer. And what you want to do is try to, this is the best one that I found. We tried 2 other ones, didn't think it was too great, but this one's been phenomenal. So here's another hint for you. If you're making something and you have like, I'm going to go right away and I'm going to take and clean all these pans. It's called the 30-second rule. If you can do that in your business and in cooking at home, it really does help. I am going to throw a little bit of these tomatoes on different places. Kind of spread that around a little bit and have the tomatoes be on that. Okay. And now that's everything in there. And we're going to put it in. Whoop, I'm going to dry that off a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to close it up. And then we're going to put our air fryer on air roast. We're going to put a temperature, whatever it says, and a time. We're going to do 15 minutes. We're going to start it at 15 minutes. It'll beep. We're going to go check, see what they look like after 15 minutes, and then we're going to check it out. So there you go. They're in the, and we're going to start at 15 minutes on whatever it tells you, the vegetable roast. So that's all I have for right now, and I'll be back with the short to show you what it looks like completed, and then put it on a plate. Thank you.